Whether you're a long-time cruiser or a first-time cruiser, this list is for you. Here are 5 do's and don'ts for cruising in 2022. Do go straight to your e-muster station. Since cruising returned, the muster process has completely changed. Instead of everybody on the ship going to their assigned muster station at the same time, instead you can go at your leisure up to shortly before ship departure. The process is really fast. It literally takes 2 minutes. The muster team will show you how to put on your life jacket in the event of an emergency, and you can go on your way. Get that done, get it out the way. Once it's done, you can kick back and relax and begin that vacation. It's so much easier. If you're not sure which muster station to go to, check the app on your mobile phone. It will actually tell you exactly where your muster station is, and most cruise lines will have some kind of map to guide you there as well. Don't eat at the buffet on day one. Most passengers make a beeline straight for the buffet. It gets crowded, and to be quite honest, it gets restful, especially because you will more than likely have carry-on luggage with you, so at least one member of your party has to wait back while everybody else goes to get their food. Why not check out which restaurants are open on board the ship? You might be surprised at some of the options available to you. If you plan on making purchases on board the cruise ship, then definitely do purchase them in advance where possible. Usually you can pay for spa treatments, shore excursions, dining packages, drink packages, internet, and many more activities. The reason you want to do this in advance is, well, first of all, if numbers are limited, you can secure your spot. But secondly, there's usually a discount for ordering these things in advance. What's more, most cruise lines will offer sales throughout the year where you can make some real significant discounts on your pre-cruise purchases. If you've already made a purchase in advance and then notice that that same item is discounted further at a later date, it is sometimes possible to cancel your original purchase and repurchase it at a cheaper price. This does differ by cruise line, so definitely check with your cruise line's terms and conditions first. If you enjoy this video, don't forget to hit that like button. If you want to see more content like this, then do subscribe. Don't book your cruise directly through the cruise line. You might think that by cutting out the middle person you can save some coin, but actually the opposite is usually true. Travel agents typically get first pass at discounted rooms. What's more, once you make a reservation through a travel agent, they will actually keep checking the prices, and if the prices drop, they will be able to secure that lower rate for you. A travel agent might even be able to throw in a few perks too. Which brings me on to my next do. Do ask your travel agent what extra amenities they can give you if you're making a group reservation. The more cabins in your party, the more access to amenities your travel agent is likely to have. Amenities do differ between the cruise lines, but you could expect perhaps a fruit basket, a bottle of wine, or even a cocktail party for all of your cruising party. Ask your travel agent if your group booking is eligible, and if so, which amenities might be available to you. One of the benefits of cruising is being able to travel the world and see different places, but don't feel like you have to get off the ship at every port. Sometimes, port days are the best days to explore the ship. If you're planning a visit to the spa and you didn't already book it in advance to secure your discounted rate, port days are usually the cheapest days to visit the spa. You could save up to 50% of the advertised price just by visiting the spa on a port day. Also, because the ship does tend to be a bit emptier on port days, you might find that you could get the best seat by the pool deck. There's usually no lines for the food, or just go hang out at your favourite bar without all the crowding. Do something you wouldn't normally do. Try that Broadway dance class. Go to morning yoga. Try the water slide. Learn how to make towel animals. Get that couples massage. Try something different. Some ships even have zip lines, go-karts, roller coasters, you name it. Do something you wouldn't normally do at home. You never know, you might love it. And if you hate it, at least you could say you tried. Don't eat at the same place every night. With so much variety on cruise ships today, you really should take advantage of that and explore all the options available to you. Some of the dining does have an upcharge, but you might be surprised just what is actually included in your cruise fare. If you are going to go to the main dining room though, do go off menu. If there's a particular appetizer that you just can't get out of your head, or the dessert that just makes your meal complete, ask your server if the chef could whip that up for you. They might not be able to, and I definitely do not recommend asking for anything complicated, but they will usually be able to whip you up your favourite salad, a shrimp cocktail, or a fruit plate. On some ships, you might even be able to order something from another dining room on board and enjoy that meal with your family in the main dining room. Don't forget to tip. Now, this can be a contentious issue. I'm not here to tell you what to do and what not to do when it comes to tipping. However, tipping is expected on cruise lines. Most cruise lines will give you the opportunity to pay your tips in advance, to prepay your gratuities. Some cruise lines actually include the gratuities in the cruise fare. If you don't prepay your gratuities and they're not already included in your fare, then usually they'll be added to your account. Now, these gratuities are a set amount per person, and they are allocated amongst the dining staff and the stateroom staff, amongst others. Although it is absolutely possible to remove those gratuities, typically the only reason you would remove them is for particularly bad service, or if you would rather pay your gratuities directly in cash. However, just be aware that you may be taking the gratuity away from someone behind the scenes who's really helped to make your cruise vacation magical. What some people like to do is leave the prepaid gratuities or the assigned gratuities on their account and actually have some cash on hand to give that extra gratuity to someone who really made their day. That might be your favorite bartender, it might be your server. That's completely up to you. And a little bonus do for you. If you're able to, I highly recommend that you do take your luggage off the ship yourself on disembarkation day. If you want the cruise line to take your luggage off, you usually have to leave this outside your door the night before. It does mean if you packed something by accident that you meant to leave out, you won't have access to that until you're back on land. Also, because it takes a long time to offload all the luggage from a cruise ship, you can't leave until your assigned departure time, and that's to make sure that your bag is ready for you when you do depart the ship. If you take your own luggage off, you have everything to hand until you step foot outside your cabin door, and you can leave on your own terms. Now, the downside is you do have to carry your luggage through the ship, and it does get quite congested as everyone's trying to leave. However, from experience, I found it moves fairly painlessly, fairly quickly, and you can get off the ship relatively easily. Also, it does mean there's no chance of someone making off with your case instead of theirs. And yes, that has happened to me. What are some of your do's and don'ts when you're cruising? Let me know in the comments below.